meat cleaver.
A meat cleaver.
Is that one word? Or is it?
It's 2 words. Meat cleaver. And it's those things that it's like those metal things that you fucking smack meat with.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
What is good, you guys? It's your boy Joey Sings, and welcome back to the channel for a brand new video, honey. Yes, y'all read the title right, y'all, and y'all see the comment on the screen, baby. We is getting back into TaraYummy, and she is stuck in the car with Nick Sturniolo, baby. Listen, I am excited to get into it because y'all know I love me some Nick, baby, and the chaos. I already know it's finna be given, y'all. We finna be laughing from beginning to end. So if you was not a backup singer, baby, before we begin and press play, go ahead and become one. Smash that subscribe button as well as hit that bell to get notified when I upload brand new videos like these. Here we go. Alright, you guys, I got the video pulled up and I'm pressing play.
Hey guys, it's me, Tara, and I'm here with... You're gonna say your name?
Nick!
I'm here with Nick! Yay!
Guys, I'm so excited to be here.
I'm here with the king of cars.
The king of cars.
One of the king of car videos.
I don't even sit in the front in my own car.
And you're in my driver's seat.
I know.
Do you feel like Matt?
Nah, I can't even drive. Like, I'm like really intimidated by my feet being this close to like brakes and gas.
Well, don't worry, the car's in park.
I know, I'm not gonna hit anything either. But it just
God willing.
Imagine me driving around.
I like offered to teach him how to drive and he's like, no.
I want to learn how to drive in a pink punch buggy.
Everyone's
Everyone's gonna be like, who's that kid driving that car? And I'm gonna be learning how to drive. It's like when you get like those safety stickers on the back.
Oh, those are so cringe. God. Some people have it and they're like, sorry, like just learning to drive, and I like want to fuck with them a little bit.
No, the baby on board, it's like, let's rear end them. No, it's just like, I just don't get like a baby on board sticker is never gonna like
stop you.
If you're gonna rear end someone, you're gonna rear end them.
That is so true.
If that makes any sense.
No, that makes sense.
Right? Like, no one chooses to rear end somebody, but the baby on board sticker is just gonna give me that extra push I need.
I completely agree with you. It's really bad. And this is a great start to the video because I feel like a lot of people know that we complain a lot. Me and you are big.
I love Nick.
I don't know if it's complaining.
I don't think it's complaining either, but you know what I mean though. Like we just like have a lot of opinions, I think.
Yes, opinionated is the better way to put that.
Yeah, I think we're very opinionated. And so Nick and I came up with some things we hate. This sounds so negative. This is such a negative. This is a list of things we hate.
I also did come up with a couple things I like for the end.
Which is a really good idea.
Yeah, we're not like only negative. I just think we can speak more passionately about
We're not only negative.
I agree. I feel like you would have been a really good lawyer.
I can still take it up.
I think I can too. We could be like
a lawyer duo.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
People from whatever.
I'm hiring them. I would hire them. Have you heard? Have you heard the way when Nick is like into it, baby? When he really thinking about it, when he really involved in the topic, baby, go in, okay? And the way Tara be having to talk Jake and them head off, baby, I'm going in. I don't care what I did. I'm going to win with them on my... Go to school to be some lawyers, okay, so I can hire y'all. I'm going to go do something crazy. Not nothing crazy, but something crazy enough the way I need some lawyers.
I feel like people would be scared of us as
lawyers.
So We'd walk in and be like...
I don't know.
I'd be so happy.
I'd have to be there with the person, you know what I mean? I couldn't be a lawyer because usually you tell them like what happened and they're like, I don't know how that shit works. You know what I mean?
I don't think that's how that works. I think they're always there.
No, I'm saying like in terms of like the situation.
Oh, you want to be there when the crime is occurring?
Yes, that way I can like really like get down to it. If I'm not there when the crime's occurring, I don't know if my opinion's gonna matter as much. But if I'm there witnessing it, I'll tell you everything that happened.
Maybe you wouldn't be a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Wait, I want you to go first. What's the first thing you wrote down?
A lot of mine probably need some extra bonus explaining.
Oh, no,
I think I have like 11.
What?
Yeah.
I have like 5. No.
Yeah, so one of the first things I put was not being able to escape the cold. Like when you're cold, because I hate the heat too. I'd rather be cold than hot. But when you're cold and then you like get in the blanket.
I'd rather be hot than cold.
That's crazy. Well, no.
Wait, why?
That's crazy.
Cold is like the inside of your body's shivering. Hot, you're sweating it all out, and like you can actually like adapt to the.
You're right. You're right.
Thank you.
Because my opinion switches every single time I'm either hot or cold.
Oh, you're like, I'd rather be hot right now?
Yeah.
But yeah,
all the time. Like it'll be like the middle of summer. I'll be like, I can't wait for the fall. And then the fall and the winter will be here. And I'll be like, I need the summer to come so quickly.
No, for me, I'm always in summer mode.
But also, I'm from the East Coast, and it like is freezing there. And then like when you go inside in the winter to like a house that's freezing cold, it's just like the worst feeling ever. Because it's like you cannot escape the cold. Like not being able to escape the cold is what kills me. When you're cold and you get into bed and you try and get comfortable, and like I don't have like my pants or socks on, right? I'm in like my underwear in my bed, and then my blanket's also cold, and then my sheets are cold.
Well, then you could put some pants and socks on.
Yes, but that's
You can't.
that's gonna destroy my comfort. Like I
So
want to
true.
maintain my comfort.
A heated mattress. I have one. Jake got me like a heated
Mattress?
And it's like a blanket, but I put it as like a mattress topper. And that way
I'm too afraid of like a fire happening again.
Right.
Like if my house burns
that's
down
trauma for you, and I
again,
understand.
yeah.
I
Even
understand.
a fire alarm goes off at like.
It triggers you?
Oh, triggered.
Oh, I'm so
I
sorry.
wasn't even home during it either. My house just.
Oh, wow, really?
I wasn't even
I was
home.
spinning at my friend's
Triggered.
house for the first
You were having the time of your life.
Having the time of eating. I went to breakfast with my friends, got a nice food
You were doing a
bowl.
backstroke?
Yeah, I was chilling. Matt and Chris and my brother were like running, escaping our house that was in a fiery
Wait,
inferno.
that's
Aww.
so funny. Not funny.
No,
like,
it's
so
hilarious.
funny because you were just like
I was literally
by
probably
the
the most relaxed I'd ever been that whole summer. It was in the middle of the summer. I was at my friend's house, just literally laying back in a pool. Literally, I think like feet probably crossed.
like Sharpay Evans.
Yeah, like looking up into the sky, looking at the clouds, bird watching.
Giving
My house is on
fabulous,
fire.
honey.
Down the street, my
There's
house
the
is on
polar
fire.
opposite like thoughts in my head of like
Yeah.
Matt and Chris running for their lives and you just being like, dude.
Yeah, Matt actually after the house fire went inside to like get his phone, and there was a massive like boot footprint on his phone, like a fire.
No.
What's the people?
Firefighter?
Firefighter.
What's the people?
Hottest job you can have.
Absolutely.
Firefighter.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'm gonna stand outside the fire station when like the emergency thing goes off and they like jump down the pole.
You just want to see
And,
it?
like,
Just
get
to
it,
watch?
girls!
I'd be like, help me!
Help me! I'm outside.
Dude, yeah, firefighter, hottest job. Next to
I
like
agree.
lifeguard.
I agree.
Ooh,
I don't think
yeah.
firefighter can be beat.
I agree because they like save lives and like they care about the world and they have authority, but like in like a hot way. Who's calling me? Okay, I wrote this
I
down
was
at
like,
like
wait, what's
9 in
going
the
on?
morning the other day, and I was like, I need to bring this up to Nick.
Mm.
This isn't something I hate, but it's like I figured out at 9 a.m. on like a Tuesday morning that one of my least favorite words in the world is meat cleaver.
What the fuck's a meat cleaver?
A meat cleaver.
Is that one word? Or is it?
It's 2 words, meat cleaver. And it's those things that it's like those metal things that you fucking smack meat with to cleave it. Ugh,
What
God.
the fuck? What's the action of cleaving? Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to like, get the juices out? Or are you trying to
You know,
squish
I
it
don't know
down?
because
Cut it in half?
I feel squish it down. I don't know because I don't eat meat.
I also just hate meat. Like, I eat meat. Pause.
Pause.
I eat meat, but I'm not like I couldn't like butchers and shit is like terrifying to me.
That's why I don't eat meat because I'm like, if I can't stand the idea of even cooking meat, then why should I be able to eat it?
It's good. I'm like actually terrified of like blood animals. Dead animals is my biggest fear. Like dead animals on the side of the road.
I start crying every time I drive past a piece of roadkill.
But not even like emotionally. Like I'm not even emotionally like feeling bad. I just like get
It grosses you
nervous. Like I'm afraid it's gonna like get up out of its dead and walk at me.
Oh
Pet
my
Cemetery?
gosh.
No.
Don't watch it.
I'm not
Because
gonna.
it's literally about a pet cemetery and they all come to life.
Yeah, I'm good. I think it's
Yeah,
I
I'm good.
stepped on a dead bird once.
No.
Yeah.
Did you hear it squeal?
No, it was dead already.
Oh, see it? Then your fear is not.
But that's why I'm scared of birds and dead birds.
You're scared
I'm
of birds?
scared of dead animals because I'm scared of like touching a dead thing. Like my biggest fear would be if someone was like, "Hey, we have a dead
She ain't
animal,
seen
you
the
can
birds
activate
video.
it."
She need to go back
That's
and
your
watch
biggest
the bird
fear?
I
video.
couldn't do it. I couldn't
do it because
They made a whole video talking about
The
birds.
animal has.
No, I just couldn't touch it.
Really?
But that's gross. Like the
But you'll
inside.
sit there and last night you ate a nice piece of steak right in front of me.
Yeah.
You were like, can I get
Yeah.
a medium well?
Because that's good. That's like food, right? That's the circle of life.
Okay, so no, it's not the
Oh
circle.
my god, there's a giant bee right outside the
Where?
car. I thought it was about to come in.
Oh my god, you scared the fuck out of me. I
Well,
thought,
I thought it was gonna
I thought
come
you
at
felt like
you.
a dead animal for a
No,
second.
just a bee.
I hate meat cleaver. I hate
Where
the
did you
word.
hear this that you thought?
I literally didn't
It
hear
just,
it.
like, popped
I
up in
woke
your
up and I
head?
was like, I hate the word meat cleaver. I
Just
hate
instantly.
it. Because like it's literally like cleave, just the word cleaver.
What is a cleaver? I need a visual.
Look at that, meat cleaver. Look
I
at
need a
meat
visual. Why
cleaving.
is my Netflix opening? Ooh, like a big smasher.
Yeah, like it smashes it, and I think you're right. I think it's like supposed to get the juices and stuff.
Oh my god. There's some words out there. I
Oh
can't.
my
word you hate.
I
God.
can't with the like moist ointment people. It's like we need to go past this.
Okay, thank you. I was so scared to write this down, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna say something controversial, and it's like, oh, you don't like the word moist? Like, grow up.
Yeah. We're past that. That was
Yeah.
cool. Maybe when I was in like the 5th grade.
No, yeah.
Maybe it's been years.
You can get over the word moist.
We're all ready to move past
Yeah.
it. Moist ointment was a big one.
Ointment? I've never heard.
You never heard that?
No.
When I was in like school, I remember kids being like saying ointment, like oh, like pretending like throw up and covering their ears. It's like there's much worse that you could hear.
Yeah, like meat cleaver.
Yeah, there's
Like
there's
meat
million
cleaver.
More worse things.
You know what
could
I
hear.
hate the word? It's the alternative word for cream cheese.
What is it?
Here.
Schmear?
Oh.
That's the action. That's not the name of cream cheese.
No, it is because they're like, oh, do you want it with a schmear? And I'm like,
Oh, that's awful.
ooh.
That I can't even think of that. If I can't spell it, I don't want to say it either.
I think
How do
it's
I spell that?
SCH. If I can't spell it, I don't know.
SCHMEAR?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Schmear.
Schmear.
That's the
Schmear.
worst.
People who talk about, you wore that already.
That's a hater.
As if I don't have a washer and dryer
That's
that
a hater.
cleans my clothes.
No, that's a hater. That's a hidden hater.
Yeah.
Who says that? You wore that already? If
Or
someone said
like-
that, didn't you wear that yesterday?
Yeah. My God.
That would drive me insane. Because I
No,
think my
'cause
biggest fear is like outfit reviewing.
Sometimes it is.
I try not to. Actually, I wore this whole outfit yesterday.
It's normal though. Like it's impossible to expect anybody to not repeat outfits.
No, I get it.
That's
I
so
get it.
true.
But I would never call someone out on it and be like, "Didn't you already wear that?"
Well, especially if like we're with like filming. If you wear the same shirts like a
Oh.
film it like a podcast like three
Yeah, I
times in a
try
row.
not to.
I try not to, but also if you have a favorite article of clothing, like I when I get a hoodie that I like, oh my God, we're being watched.
Oh my God, it's teenage boys and they scare the fuck out of me.
and
Leave me alone.
I'm in the fucking driver's seat of this little pink
Good.
car.
It's gonna look like you're protecting me.
I'm not protecting anything. I
I'm
always buy like a
protecting
hoodie
anything.
or something that I'll wear for like a month and a half straight, like almost every day.
And I respect that actually. I just don't think I could do it.
Do you dress for comfort more or style?
Style.
Obviously style.
Obviously, style.
But you're
See
like
what I wore to my
you're
party?
fine with being like
Uncomfortable?
uncomfortable.
Yes. If I feel good in it, then I don't care if I'm comfortable. I'm more comfortable looking hot than I am looking comfortable.
I love that logic.
When ketchup or mustard. Oh.
When ketchup?
When ketchup or mustard dries.
Oh,
Ew.
I was trying to scare Matt yesterday with the ketchup.
Oh,
And then I opened it and I'm like, thank God there's no like crusties. The
That's-
smell of like a ketchup crusty.
that actually really freaked me out. That's terrible. Anything
Or
that's
like a mustard. Or oh, you know what's even worse? I didn't write this down. The water that comes out of it before.
oh, dude, the craziest thing for me is just the fact that food we consume, if left out or put in a certain place, can just get so disgusting. Like, how was I gonna eat this at some point?
And now it just
That's
you
what I
can't.
think of,
And
like-
now then you can't.
Oh, like milk? Why the fuck are we drinking milk if like it can become what it becomes?
That's the scariest thought you've ever put into my head.
Right? If milk can become what it becomes, why are we ever drinking that
The
at any
kernels?
stage? At any
Any
stage.
stage. What can-
Cheeses.
What can
Cheeses are like
well,
the-
no, cheese can mold and it
Yeah,
can
but
still be
cheese is like the grossest thing we eat as human beings.
You don't like cheese?
I love cheese.
You love cheese.
But
Actually, I
in
knew this
terms
about you.
of,
But that is gross, yes.
you know,
Why is it that there's holes in cheese when people draw cheese, but there's not holes in cheese?
because it's Swiss cheese.
Okay, how do the holes get there?
I went on a rant about this not that long ago. Why do like rats and mice have like cheese in like all these comics and shit? And like where are they actually getting cheese? There's no place for the mice and rats to like go get cheese.
Well, maybe that brings us back to our first topic of cheese is gross, and that's probably why the rats like it.
But that's also fictional. Where are they getting cheese? Why is cheese the thing they eat? They eat crumbs. They're rats and mice. They don't have a cheese supply. That's what I think of all the time. Why are we drawing?
But
rats
that
and
is
mice
so
and cheese
fucking
everywhere and every day?
true.
'Cause where are they getting cheese?
My
Why would
fucking
you
blow.
get placed into your brain for a day?
Think of that though.
No, I am, because what about milk and cats?
I don't get that. Where are they getting? Like that's the thing. Where are they getting it? There's a lizard on that person's house.
Where do
It's
the
like
holes come
it's
from?
a fake thing.
We need to go back to
That's
that.
Swiss cheese.
How? Okay, but why?
Let's Google it.
Oh God, dude, are you a chronic Googler?
I absolutely.
Jake
am.
is the most chronic Googler I know, and it
It's
drives
because
me
why
insane.
not? The answer could be right in front of my eyes.
I know, but I like to be right.
I understand.
Yeah.
So it's like Google sometimes proves you wrong.
Yeah.
Biggest op, Google.
My biggest off is Google.
Historically been made by plant microparticles, generally teensy bits of hay dust that find their way into cheese during the cheese making process.
Even look at it. Why does it look like that? Do I have
It's
triphobia?
bacteria.
And cheese is gross.
And that's what I'm saying.
And cheese is
And
disgusting.
cheese is the worst thing we could eat ever.
What were we even talking about?
I don't know, man.
I think you were.
Sidetracked.
It was the crusties.
The crust, like, that's gross.
And how does it stay okay? Like ketchup doesn't need to be refrigerated. Does that not scare you?
It does once it's open. You can't leave it
Last
out.
night at Topgolf, it was just sitting
Oh,
out
you're
there.
right. That is
And at restaurants, they just sit out there.
You're-
Communal ketchup.
yeah. Can we think about how many people use forks and knives at restaurants?
That doesn't bother me. Do you know what bothers me? Topgolf and bowling. Because we're touching all those things. And then you guys were eating those pretzels with no hand
The
sanitizer.
pretzels were so good, though.
You guys were eating it after
That's part of the experience, though. If you're not, like, getting a little disgusting with it, you're not having fun. Like, if
Then I'm not
if
having
you're not boiling, you're eating food with, like, those boiling. If you're not boiling and you're not, like, getting your hands all gross and oily from the ball and then eating food, you're not
Your fingers are in
bowling.
those little holes that other people's fingers have been in.
Have you ever been small ball bowling?
That's not real.
You're from here, so that's why you don't
What's a-
understand.
What's a small ball bowl?
All the East Coast people know. Small ball bowling. It's like bowling balls the size of like a little bit bigger than softballs. It's smaller balls.
How have I never in my life, in my 23 years, ever heard of this?
I don't know. Look,
What do you
this little
mean?
person.
I don't know.
They're like little. They're like the size of softballs, and then
That sounds like it makes more sense for bowling.
maybe it might be like exclusively like Massachusetts, Boston area. I see little kids here bowling. I'm like, if only this little kid knew that Candlepin was an option somewhere else.
That's how I feel.
They'd leave here. Bowling's a
They
struggle.
leave here.
And don't you think bowling's kind of dangerous and kids just go bowling.
One time I actually fractured my finger bowling, so you're kind of
Dangerous.
right. We were at this kid's birthday party, and not to like shame the kid, he had 3 lanes for everyone, and 30 people were there, and I was bowling and some other kid, who might have been Matt, but I don't want to blame Matt if it wasn't Matt, but I was bowling and
Does
some
that
other kid.
happen often, by the way?
What, where I just think of Matt?
Not
think
Matt
of, like-
specifically.
Like,
but,
I
you
say
think
it's
of,
another
like,
person,
Yeah.
but it could be Matt or Chris.
Yeah.
Definitely. I was bowling and someone else went to bowl and like hit the bowling ball off my hand, and I was holding a bowling ball. So it just like crushed 4 of my fingers.
And that's what I'm saying is bowling is dangerous.
Ow!
It's like goes
Especially with
crazy.
stupid little
I have a
kids.
question. Would you let a little kid into like a heavyweight gym where you could pick up heavy weights
No.
and throw them at each other?
No.
Throw them at other things?
No.
You understand that you're throwing a 20-pound ball at another thing.
Having to do a task in front of new people you just met. Like if you
That's the worst
just
nightmare.
met someone and they're like, and you have like a requirement to do.
What do you mean requirement?
I don't
Are we
know.
in
I was gonna
school?
say what's like a requirement to
But
do.
I know what you mean. I can't think of a specific like.
Like I had a photo shoot not that long ago, and I was taking photos, and there was like 5 people that I had never met there before. I was like, I can't take photos in front of you all. Everyone get away. Like I hate doing something new or like out of my comfort zone.
In
with,
front
like,
of someone that you don't know.
oh, I hate it. I hate like I literally.
No, I get that completely.
Yeah.
I can think of like that's the only thing I can think of is like photo shoot, like a music video shoot.
Awful.
Oh my god, I can't
Awful.
like.
And there's just like a bunch of strangers there
Just
telling
watching
to
you.
It's like no, it's like I already feel I have chronic fear of embarrassing myself.
Me too. I feel like everything I do is cringe,
But you're more like forwardly confident.
but I still feel like
Like
everything.
yeah,
I do
but
is
you're
embarrassing.
gonna take more chances.
I am gonna take the more chances,
Yeah.
but I fake it. I'm actually maybe I've embarrassed myself so much it's going away.
Literally, like even your party, like I'm not dancing or moving around. I'm not
There's a clip of us
embarrassing
dancing.
myself. There's not.
In my video, there is.
Oh my
I'll
god.
show it to you.
But I have such severe, and I think part of it is obviously we're both like so on the internet, but
Yeah.
I have such a chronic fear of just embarrassing the shit out of
Do you know
myself.
what happened recently that I've talked about before on
I
my
love
channel? I'm
that.
gonna talk about it again.
Mm.
I recently became single, and I now realize that my videos everyone can see. It's
Everyone-
not just the girlies that watch my videos.
No.
A guy I might have a crush on could go, what did TaraYummy do last week? Click it and see all my opinions and watch everything I do. I literally go knuckles deep on my channel picking my nose sometimes.
That's crazy. See, that's part of being real, though.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I'm less forward in public settings than people think I am.
You are.
But that's our biggest difference.
That is our biggest difference.
Because people expect me and you to act the same way in public, and we're polar opposites.
But I think the difference is I'm just as fucking nuts in public.
I know.
And you're a little bit more
I'm
chill.
like so reserved, like scarily in public. Like it's kind of like, who is that?
Yeah, you're right. And I think it's what's
You're
scary is
right.
that you and Chris saw me at my party, which is like my most Tara.
Yeah.
Like if you could like place me somewhere and meet me somewhere, my own party is probably
The best place.
the best place to do it.
Because why not?
Because I'm fucking dim lighting in restaurants. I was about to fall asleep last night because I don't sleep with the lights completely off. I sleep with them dimmed because I'm really scared of the dark.
Mm.
So when you put me in a place where I'm used
Already-
to falling asleep,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep. I almost fell asleep next to you.
That's
and
me
Larry.
with fan noises. If you ever hear a fan,
Hold on.
a little louder. I play
Like a white noise?
strictly 13 volume on my TV every night, and it's like it's
so funny.
it's a video that like when we tour and stuff and we're in hotel rooms, I remember the thumbnail, the views, and the account that posted it, so I find the same fan noise on the TV.
It's all you. All the views are just
Literally, I like celebrate every single like once every like 2 months when it hits like another like milestone for views. Like it gets like to
You. You
2.
are so odd.
It's at 2.5 million views, and when it gets to 2.6, I'm gonna have a good night's sleep. I also think it's so crazy that like it's so normalized for guys to pee next to each other at urinals.
I think it's really weird.
Is that not crazy?
It's
Because
very
girls
odd.
probably don't think of that.
We don't. You know what's so bad too? Is I'm so nosy and I have no sense of privacy and I might cut this out. I feel like if I was a guy, I'd be like this.
Me and my brothers went
I
to
would take a peek.
we went to the Bruins game not that long ago, and the dividers between the urinals were see-through.
Excuse me?
I'm like, how do I?
You saw a
what's the-
head tip shaft?
I was like, how do I pee here? How do I pee at the stall? I mean, at this urinal when the divider is see-through. I'm like, what is the point if it's see-through? People who are mean to waiters and waitresses or like don't tip.
That's not even like a thing to hate. That's like actually the worst. Like burn in
Worst
hell,
type
rotten
of
hell.
person
Like go
ever.
kick.
I saw this
rocks.
girl who's like a waitress. She was making like reviewing how people left me tips or like what they left me as tips on TikTok or something. Some guy put his phone number on the receipt and didn't tip her. I'm like, you're never getting that.
You're not only putting your phone number and being creepy, but you're not gonna tip her.
Yeah,
Maybe if you tipped her, she'd call you.
absolutely. Even if you're the worst waiter or waitress
I
I've
still
ever
tip.
had, I will tip 20% no matter what.
Me too.
No matter what.
I'm also scared of like people being like, "Oh, Tara's a bad tipper."
I think being a good tipper is like the best thing, the best attribute I have.
I think me too.
And I round
Aw.
up. Like I'll get the 20% and then like boost to like the next 10.
I just, like, I have this feeling where, like, I feel like I always need to, like...
Overcompensate.
Yeah, I'm like, it's okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
The amount of times I say thank you and I'm sorry, I apologize for everything. I'm like, I'm sorry, can you get that for me?
Me, Matt, and Chris say thank you, please, and whatever for everything. And we were at a restaurant not that long ago, and Chris ordered food and said thank you. And then she brought him, like, a drink, and he goes, thank you. And then she brought his food, and he's like, thank you. And she goes, you don't have to thank me every time.
Yes, I do.
He was like, he was like, oh, we were all taken
crazy.
aback of, like, what are you saying? You don't, like, why are you yelling at someone for thanking you? That's bizarre.
No, that is kind of weird.
People who talk about plans you're not going to that they're orchestrating, like, in front of you.
That's so embarrassing. I get secondhand embarrassment for them.
Like,
that's something embarrassing. That's something embarrassing.
I agree.
Like, have a social cue.
I can understand if you're like if you're going to, like, a family thing that, like, clearly I wouldn't be invited to.
Yeah.
Or something that, like, you got invited to and you don't have control of my invite. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
But there's some scenarios where you're just, like, shooting the shit with people, you're talking about something you're invited to that they're clearly not going to.
And obviously it's, like, it's like, not expected for them to be invited.
Yeah.
But if it's something that you guys can both get invited to.
It's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about this for?
The other night, Nick and I were on the phone for like 4 hours, from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m.
I haven't talked to someone on the phone for that long in 4 years.
I felt like you were my middle school crush.
I
You
know.
don't get like a crush on someone, you would talk on the phone with them all night.
I literally have not talked on the phone with someone like that for 4 years.
I feel so special.
It's because the
It's 'cause
internet,
neither
the
of
internet
us-
gave us so much shit to talk about.
Dude.
They already thought they knew every single thing about me and you, ever.
And
they're like,
oh boy, were they wrong.
I know.
Boy, there's so much more talks in our head.
I know. Like, our personalities are similar, but we are genuinely
different.
nothing alike.
It's so funny because people are like, Nick and Tara are the same person. And I've been wanting to talk about this for a while. We're so different, but
Polar
at the same
opposites.
time, what is it about us that's so similar? I don't
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I see it, but I also
see
don't
it
see it at
too.
all.
Because it's like we have, like, maybe we're just opinionated people.
Strong, independent women.
We are.
Period.
Guys, comment down below. How are Nick and I so similar yet so different?
I don't know.
Because I don't know. Because I see it. We've said identical things at the same time sometimes.
Let me go ahead and break this down. Okay, let me tell y'all why I think, and I can see similarities, and this is what it is. It's the fact that they both are very strong people. You see what I'm saying? Like, Tara not finna take no shit. Nick ain't finna take no shit. Tara will tell you what's on her mind. Nick will tell you what's on his mind. So you saying, so I can see how people be like, okay, I can see it. Like, you know what I'm saying? The vibes be vibing. You know what I'm saying? They are probably different people, okay? Clearly, okay? But it's the fact that they just give off that, like, don't fuck with me energy. Because I'm going to tell you like it is. You know what I'm saying? But they literally both give off sweetheart vibes. Like, they're probably the sweetest people you will ever meet. But don't fuck with them because they're going to tell you, okay? They're going to hurt your feelings. And that's why I think they similar.
But we've also been in, like, now 4 or 5 public settings together. And, like, I don't know. I don't see it that much.
I don't see that much either.
Especially in public. We're, like, so different.
So different, yeah.
One time, one of our friends' younger brothers was, like, so caught up on Yo Mama jokes because he was, like, that age. You know what I mean? Like, he was that age where it was, like, so funny. He was saying Yo Mama jokes that just made, like, no fucking sense. And we were, like, hyping him up, and he was, like, so excited about it, but it's, like, not a single thing that you say makes sense.
That's the funniest part, though.
Yeah, he's like, Yo Mama's a dolphin. She's in the ocean. We're like, what are
That's
you
what would make me
saying?
laugh the most.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Wait, that's so funny. I don't remember which one of you it was. It wasn't you. Because you're mad at Chris. I think maybe it was Chris last night. He was like, you have the humor of a 3-year-old. I'm like, yeah, it's like actually 12-year-old boy behavior.
Yeah.
I feel like Chris would be the
You
one to
love
tell
fart
you
jokes?
I love a
this.
fart joke. I think it's never a cheap shot. I think it's always funny. Like, fart right now, I would laugh for 10 minutes.
I hate farts. Like, farts just disgusting.
They're gross. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
like the sound of one. Like, you're telling me if I farted right now, you wouldn't laugh.
I probably would.
That's what I'm
Especially if we
saying.
were, like, silent and it broke our
It's like,
silence. That was a good big fart.
I could do, yeah. I can also carpet fart.
I cannot do that. I've never been able to do that. Armpit farting's crazy.
I'm talented.
Just great.
Should we say, like, 2
Period.
things we both love to wrap it up?
Yeah, go ahead. You go first. That's what she said. Wrap it up. I don't know. I tried. That was a hard one.
I said pumpkins
You love pumpkins?
so much.
Do you like pumpkin flavored things, or do you like pumpkins?
Just pumpkins, like the fall,
Okay.
you know. And, like,
It's like white girl behavior.
like
of you.
old-timey, like, Halloween movies.
Who the fuck keeps calling me?
And then I just put drag queens.
That's a good one too.
I love drag queens.
I love when you make a new friend and it's never weird.
I agree.
Because you could just talk and talk and talk.
It's like the sleepover
Oh,
phase.
I love
Like,
that.
I feel like
I know what
if,
you're talking about.
like the worst, like the awkward, like you know someone well but not well enough. Like if you slept next to each other, it'd be weird silently trying to fall asleep. I feel like we can fall asleep next to each other pretty quick.
I think no problem.
As long as we have dim lights and a
And
fan.
oh, we're good to go.
They're good to go.
Yeah, I feel like it was so weird. It's like one of those friends where it's like, maybe it's because I do know you because of the internet and you know me because of the internet. But I've met people.
But why am I
like,
both of
still
them?
feel like I know you.
Yeah.
With
Why
you,
do I
was
keep my
like,
like
I know
him
this
and my
person,
fan
I know
going?
we're gonna be friends, even though we're a little different.
Yeah.
It's like really weird. We're like a match made in heaven. I
Literally.
love a good Gatorade.
Really?
I do, and I feel like
Gatorade. Wow. You don't strike me as a Gatorade girl.
And I'm not. It's only when I'm hungover, and then I'm like, why don't I just drink Gatorade normally just to stay more hydrated? Guys, thank you so much for sticking around while I had Nick on my channel. Let me know who you guys want me to be stuck in a car with next.
Me?
This is like literally people's dream collab. Time to skedaddle.
Oh, I love this. This was the chaos that I needed. It was beautiful. It was funny. It was everything. Period.